If you were to choose a single metal that changed the destiny of human history, what would come to your mind? Most people's first reaction might be gold, radiating its dazzling glow. Gold represents supreme power, wealth, and luxury. It rests upon royal crowns and is locked away inside the underground vaults of central banks. But if we peel back the mists of history and carefully examine the trajectory of human civilization, we discover a shocking fact. The metal that truly leveraged global trade, connected Eastern and Western civilizations, and even directly shaped the modern pattern of globalization was not gold, but silver. Silver, this unassuming 47th element on the periodic table, possesses the purest moonlight white sheen in nature. It lacks the high profile of gold, yet it was dragged far deeper into human greed, war, trade, and technological revolutions. Today, let's uncover the legendary story hidden deep within the ages of this metal, to see how it transformed from metal fragments on ancient trading tables into the global hard currency of the age of sail, and how, after stepping down from the monetary stage, it was reborn from the ashes to become the indispensable king of industrial elements driving modern hard tech. The story begins with how humans learned to use money. Before paper money and digital payments became widespread, humanity explored for thousands of years just to find the ideal medium of exchange. In ancient times, everyday shopping for ordinary people was not like what is portrayed in TV dramas, where people casually throw around whole ingots of bright, shiny silver. In real daily life, what people used was hacked silver, broken silver bits. During a transaction, the buyer had to pull out shears to snip the silver block and then bring out an extremely precise micro-hand scale, a li deng, to meticulously weigh the piece and check its purity. This extremely tedious transaction process severely restricted commercial efficiency. It was not until a silver coin appeared in Europe with a unified weight standard and anti-counterfeiting reeded edges. The thaler, that silver truly opened its standardization era. And this silver coin is also the origin of the later word dollar. By the 16th century, the age of sail began, and silver welcomed the peak highlight moment in its history. At that time, the Qing Empire and the late Ming dynasty possessed the world's top consumer goods: tea, silk, and porcelain. Europeans were eager for these Eastern luxuries, but European industrial products had no market in China at all. What did the West use to buy Chinese goods? The answer was just one word: silver. Right at this moment, Spanish explorers discovered a world-shaking silver mine in Bolivia, South America, Potosí. This place, known as the Silver Mountain, dug out tens of thousands of tons of silver over the next 200 years. The massive Spanish Manila Galleon fleet, loaded with silver mined from the Americas, crossed the Pacific Ocean to Asia to exchange for Chinese tea, silk, and porcelain. According to historians' estimates, from the 16th to the 18th centuries, nearly half of the world's silver production ultimately flowed into China. Silver became the world's first truly globalized universal currency at that time. It opened up the commercial bloodlines of the Americas, Europe, and Asia, and also promoted the early seeds of global integration. However, silver's reign as a currency was not permanent. By the late 19th century, with the leap in mining technology brought by the Industrial Revolution, global silver production surged. Rarity determines value, and excessive supply led to a sharp devaluation of silver. Coupled with the rapid rise of the gold standard led by the British Empire, silver lost the battle for monetary hegemony against gold and gradually withdrew from the main stage of financial history. But the story of silver did not end here. Although silver is no longer the currency that rules the world, during the centuries it ruled the world. It left indelible marks on human language, culture, and lifestyle. You might not know that in many modern languages, silver and money are still the exact same word. For example, in French, argent stands for both silver and directly for money. In Spanish, plata is the same. Even the legal currency of the UK, the pound sterling, originally meant a pound of pure silver with a purity of 92.5%. There is a famous Western saying, "Born with a silver spoon in one's mouth," used to describe someone born into wealth. But this is not just because silver was expensive. In ancient times, without antibiotics, nobles discovered that storing milk in silver containers made it less prone to spoiling, and eating with silver utensils reduced illnesses. This was not superstition. but rather a unique chemical property of silver. Silver ions have natural and powerful antibacterial and antiseptic effects. This ancient wisdom also laid the groundwork for silver's brand new outbreak in modern civilization. Stepping down from the halo of currency, silver ushered in a magnificent transformation in the 20th century. Among the 118 elements on the periodic table, silver boasts three unrivaled physical bests. It is the metal with the best electrical conductivity in nature, it is the metal with the best thermal conductivity, and it is also the metal with the highest reflectivity to visible light. These three number ones make silver an irreplaceable supermetal in modern industry and cutting-edge science and technology. If you look closely at modern society, you will find that silver is actually everywhere. It just accompanies us in a different way. In the field of green energy, it is the core of solar photovoltaic panels. Almost every crystalline silicon solar panel surface must be coated with a micro-thin layer of micrograde silver paste to efficiently collect the electric current generated by light. Today, the global photovoltaic industry consumes more than 15% of the world's annual silver production. In the field of electronics and semiconductors, it is the nerve ending of the electronic world. From your smartphone and computer chips to the high-frequency switches of 5G base stations, whenever extreme zero latency and high stability are pursued, silver must be used. In the field of new energy vehicles, a regular gasoline car might only use a dozen grams of silver, while a highly intelligent electric car directly doubles its silver usage due to complex battery management systems, high-voltage contacts, and autonomous driving sensors. In aerospace and high-end medical fields, precision bearings on space stations and satellites are plated with pure silver thin films as solid lubricants in vacuum environments, while in modern hospitals, nano-silver coatings are widely used in wound dressings and high-end medical devices, continuing to exert its antibacterial magic inherited for thousands of years. Once, silver was locked away in aristocratic homes and bank vaults, stored for generations as wealth. Today, silver is consumed in the form of micrometers or even nanometers inside every chip, every solar panel, and every electric car. From hacked silver cut by shears on ancient streets to the hard currency, crossing oceans during the age of sail, from noble tableware on emperors' tables to the industrial blood driving 21st century green energy and artificial intelligence. Silver took thousands of years to complete one of the greatest role transformations in human history. It may not have the eternal financial safe haven halo of gold, but in the most grounded way, it deeply participated in every leap forward progress of human civilization. The next time you turn on your smartphone screen, look up at the solar panel on the roof, or see a plane streaking across the night sky, please remember, behind that bright light, a metal shining with a moonlight white luster is quietly driving the operation of our world. This is the story of silver. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Decoding Everything. There is rich and colorful content inside waiting for you to discover. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.